This reading is for you to help you if you are ready to unmask and be your authentic self, even just 1% more. My name is Latoya of Emerald Astrology, and I'm super excited for you because you're ready to be a little bit more your authentic self in life. But before I go into this reading, I have some announcements to make. If you're an intuitive who's sensitive to the cosmic energies, I have an online space for you. It is called the Moonwell Gathering. Within this container, you will receive the wisdom about the lunar eclipse, or any lunar eclipse, honestly. It's all of the lunar eclipses I like to talk about. So you'll be in community while we're talking about the eclipses and get the space you need to drop into yourself finally. If you want to hear more about this, hop on the wait list. You can find the link in places that you'll usually find them. And my next announcement is the upcoming markets that you could be a part of to get an in-person reading with me. So save the date. One that's coming really soon is on Friday, February 20th from 6 to 10 p.m. I'll be at Annie's Day and Night with the Moss Market, and we'll be celebrating Pisces season as putting on a Pisces party for you. And then the following day, on Saturday, February 21st, 6 to 10 p.m., I'll be at Drinks Backyard with the Austin Witches Market, and that's where you can find me if you want a reading. All right, let's drop into this reading. So the first card here talks about what area of your life is being awakened. So King of Swords in reverse is here. This talks about feeling like having to be in control with your words, being careful with your words, mindful about the words you use. So usually that's what this card is talks about, but with it being in reverse, it's the lack of it. And so what is awakening in your life is the lack of using your words mindfully. Your awareness is coming to the forefront here. And yeah, so if we're not speaking honestly, that is definitely one of the top expressions of not being authentic. And this card here, just the illustration on this card shows a king on a boat holding a sword, but it looks like he's dropping it in the water while someone else is grabbing the sword, but the sharp part of it. And so this one always trips me up because it looks like he's kind of upset that the person is grabbing the sharp part of the sword and therefore he's letting it go. But whenever it's in reverse, it's like it kind of looks like, well, yeah, he's upside down, but it looks like the person is handing the sword to him. And yeah, so it's like, who is this person handing the sword back to him? And why did they have it in the first place? So it makes me think that, um, yeah, figuring out like who had our such control over what we say. Why did they? And now they're giving it back. Why is that? Why are we getting it back? What are we doing with it? How are we protecting ourselves and how we use our words? Like through our words, how are we protecting ourselves through our words to make sure that that doesn't happen again, that someone else has control over what we think, what we say, how we want to construct our life. So the next card is, how are you being asked to evolve, to be able to liberate your authentic self? So Queen of Pentacles, I'm sorry, is here now. And basically, with this card in general, I see like this is a queen, this is a woman, this is a person that knows how to take care of her bag. She knows how to take care of other people with her resources, and she knows where it's going, how it's moving the plan, the objective, the goal along. And, so being very mindful of how the resources are used and everyone getting their fair share and what they need. In this illustration, it's a queen that is being carried um, in her, I guess I don't know what you call that, cart thingy, by two men, and she's holding what looks like flowers and she's looking over to people. It's also like it's like a parade, like she's like parading around her village, and there's fruits, there's all kinds of foods in a basket around her as she's passing by. It's either it's a parade, well, at least that's what I thought, or she's like going to market. And so, yeah, it's like, okay, she's observing what she needs, what her family needs, or she's either, so if it's going to market, she's observing what her family needs and getting those things, or if it's a parade, she's observing what everyone has, like the best of what they have, and um, she seems very pleased by it. Um, So with this here is how are you being asked to evolve, to liberate your authentic self? Here, I think with the Queen of Pentacles being here is observing what you do have, how it's helping other people in your life that matters to you, and how are you continuing to take care of them with these resources? How is it being allocated? How is it ensuring the longevity of the community or the longevity of your goals and what you're wanting out of life? And um, are you at peace with all this? And um, those that are helping you, because the two men that are carrying her in this cart situation, are they strong enough to do that? Like, are they fed well to help you? Are they sustained well? Do they have the substance that they need to be able to help you with your objective? So it's being mindful of that, like that helping you ensure you are able to be your authentic self, is like ensuring the community around you is strong enough to support you in that. And if you don't have that, then it's going to make you, I think, overly protective of what you have and prevent you from getting stronger in yourself too. Does that make sense? I hope that does. So the next card here is what outdated system, role, or expectation are you ready to break free from? So we have Three of Wands here, and this talks about the desire to explore outside of yourself, to learn something new, to be a part of something different. And I guess this is becoming more outdated. There's nothing more that you need to learn outside yourself. There's no new situations that you need to put yourself in to understand yourself. You know who you are. You know what your goal is, your objective is, what you're trying to achieve. There's no need to continue to go outside of yourself to make that happen, right? So we need to break out of that mentality um, that tells us that we need to do otherwise, that we need to stop being with ourselves and figure out something else, go outside of yourself. And then here, the next card is what role do friendships, networks, or collective spaces play for you? Ace of Pentacles. So it seems like these networks, these groups of people, the collective, whatever collective space that you're in, it seems to be like helpful in you creating financial security, material security is a possibility there. So it's like they are helping you actually achieve a goal that you have in mind. So seeing the people that you are a part of, the groups that you're a part of, is trying to make this happen for you, with you, and and you can be your authentic self while that is happening. Um, you will be resourced, is what I'm seeing. And this is the soul community. This is the people that are saying yes to you, to the full you. So, what future timeline innovation is trying to come through to you now? So, we got Eight of Cups in reverse. So, it seems like the need to be revitalized, to find rest, need a vacation. Seeing that it's like this card, this illustration is showing this beautiful waterfall, and it's like feeding these different pools of water, these natural pools. This is a very peaceful place. I personally would love to see this. And it seems like, especially with it being in reverse, it's like the need to create this kind of scenario for yourself, to be in this kind of scenario for yourself. And I think it's to help you just to reset, you know, to remember what matters to you, to remember who you are without doing and being all the things. It this is the what's going to help you break the status quo within yourself, is to give that space of time in time to rest. So it looks like we need to rethink about how we're doing this. We need to make sure we're setting time aside to do this. We need to block time for vacations and deeper connection with people that, again, resource you. So the next card is where you might feel detached, rebellious with that direction, or just emotionally disconnected. Got Two of Swords here. So it seems like we need a more of a balance between our intellectual understanding of where we're wanting to go and how we feel about it. So again, I guess that's why the Eight of Cups in reverse came up. It's like we need that space to where it's beautiful, where it's replenishing energetically, and it just kind of feels like it's holding you so that you can remember that who you are in your body. Because you live so much in your head and everything looks right on the books, right? But we are feeling out of alignment. So yeah, this is like where we need to become aware of how we're disconnected from ourselves, that we are lacking balance between the feeling body, and the mind and spirit. So, what is the bold move that can help you align with your highest timeline? So, Queen of Cups in reverse, yeah, again, needing to make space in our daily life to remember, hey, we have emotions, we have a body, and this is a very highly intelligent system creation that is very special to us humans. Remember that you're human, that you're not just this working, thinking machine, and you also have a feeling body. You have needs, and if you're not replenished, you know how are you gonna get resourced? Where are you gonna get that energy from? Because we can't become an energy vamp. That's totally against the authentic expression. So I'm seeing here is that we need to really respect that time to rest, to be with ourselves, and to acknowledge the people that we're around, and making sure that they help us stay resourced as well. Okay, so that's the reading. That's what I have for you. I hope that this has been helpful. Yeah, see you in the next one.